So today we'll discuss Bayes' theorem. Before proving the Bayes' theorem, we have theorems of total probability. Theorem of total probability. It is also called as rule of elimination. It is also called as rule of elimination. So there are some sets which constitute partition for your sample space yes, and everybody is non-empty. That's why their probability is also non-zero. And then with the help of these, some event occurs in the sample space yes. The probability of that event will be computed by using that partitions. That is the rule of eliminations or total probability theorem. So let me state that statement. If the events B1, B2, and so on Bk, finite events constitutes a partition of the sample space yes, of the sample space yes, such that everybody is non-empty, means their probability is non-zero for everyone to k. Then for any event A of yes, for any event A of yes, yes is sample space, the probability A you need to calculate. It is just summation I from 1 to k, probability of A intersection Bi. With the help of conditional probability, one can write this probability A intersection Bi as probability of Bi multiplied by probability of A conditional Bi. That's it. So this is your target first to show. Once you prove this, we know by conditional probability, these events happens, A also happens, then probability Bi into probability A conditional Bi gives this part is equal to this one. So let us clarify it by using diagram. First thing, it is known to us that B1, B2, Bk constitute the partitions for sample space yes. So let yes is the samples, let yes be sample space, and the events B1, B2, Bk constitute a partition for it, that is for sample spaces. What do you mean by constitute partition for it? They are mutually disjoint. Everybody, there is no common elements, and one, if you want take union of all these, it will be yes. The partition of yes means everybody is mutually exclusive with everybody, and their union, the disjoint union gives us yes. That is called partition of yes. So let us show by Venn diagram it. So let us the larger set, that is yes is your sample space. Then I have P1 like this. Okay, I will draw some figure for some Venn diagram B1, B2, B3, and so on. Okay, many you can draw. So let us Now everybody disjoints. Let us, I call this as B1. For this, I call it as B2. This will be B3. Who is B3? This part. You can. This part is B3. Then next is B4. Dot dot dot. We have Bn, and at last we have to stop at Bk. Somewhere, suppose Bk is here. Here is also some Bi. Here is also some Bi. So, okay, this is Bj. B1, B2, Bi, all are k in number. That you should keep in mind. All are in k number. And look, no two has. Everybody is different. And if you see union, its union is yes. And it is known to us that some event A happens. Event A occurs there. Suppose this is the event A. Okay, I should shade it. Okay. You can understood this as event A. Okay, this you can call it as A. This is your event A. So how one should write this A? How one should write this A? Because you know that all BI constitute the partitions. So the joint union from 1 to k, the constitute yes. Now how this yes is written? That A may be common to B1. This A easily can be written as A not union. I should write down. This A easily can be written as B1 intersection A. So this part, B1 intersection A means what? This much part. Then another part, this may be your B2 intersection A, union. This is disjoint B2 intersection A, and so on. The third, B3, there is no B3, you can have empty also intersection, B3 intersection A. And like this, everybody is disjoint union. So last is BK intersection A. If you take intersection with all these disjoint events, B1, B2, BK, who partitions for the set yes, their union gives us A. So this is the representation of A. So, and everybody is disjoint, keep in mind. So probability of A can be found. Now all K events are in disjoints. So this is just probability of B1 intersection A plus for the union, probability of B2 intersection A plus, and so on, probability of BK intersection A. Because of this disjoint is, you can apply probability A union B as probability A plus probability B, because events are disjoint. So everybody is disjoint. That thing is important because B1, B2, BK constitutes the partition for set yes. So so you are written that it is I from 1 to k probability of BI intersection A. Now we know that for each I, what is probability of BI intersection A? The probability BI intersection A is probability of BI, everybody is non-zero. So probability A conditional Bi. So this part gives probability A intersection Bi divided by probability of Bi. Since it is given that everybody's probability is non-zero, so this will get cancelled and you will get this. So here you can write I from 1 to k probability of Bi multiplied by probability A intersection Bi. So this is about the rule of elimination. Now, while solving the problem, you have to see who constitute the partitions. So who will constitute partitions? You look the events whose total probability is 1. You look the event whose total probability is 1. That will only constitute, because if B1, B2, Bk constitute partitions, then union of all Bi is yes. That is the probability of all union Bi is yes. That is probability B1 plus probability B2 plus probability Bk has to be probability yes. And we know the probability of yes is 1. So like that, in example, you can sort out. And now, before starting the example, let us have the important theorem, the last theorem of this unit, that is Bayes' theorem. Let me write the statement of. Now, Bayes' theorem is for the conditional probability. Yeah? You are writing this statement for conditional probability. So if B1, B2, and Bk constitute, again partition, you are going to apply total rule of elimination here, constitute a partition of the sample space yes, constitute the partition of sample space yes, where the probability of Bi must be non-zero, for every 1, 2 up to k I equal to. Then for any event A which occur in the sample space yes, such that its occurrence is non-empty, that is, its probability is non-zero, then we want to find the probability of some event B are given that A already occur. So it is probability of Br multiplied by probability Br, probability A conditional Br, and it is divided by the summation I from 1 to k probability of Bi multiplied by probability of Bi into probability. Okay, this again I have written this things, probability A conditional Bi. So denominator summation is there. We have to find the probability of that whatever set forms that B1, B2, which forms partition for your sample space yes. We need to find probability of B1 when given A. We want to find probability of B2 given A. We want to find probability B1 Bk. So this is the formula, and we can prove it very easily by the conditional probability and the rule of eliminations. So by conditional probability, now both Br probability and A probability is non-zero. So you can write as the Br conditional A. Now we want to find probability Br conditional A. By the definition, it should be probability of Br intersection A divided by probability of A. So this probability A you should write for the rule of elimination, and this is by the definition. Okay, by the rule of eliminations, okay, numerator part I will write as it is Br intersection A. And what is the probability of A? It is summation I from 1 to k probability of Bi intersection A by rule of elimination. By rule of elimination. So probability Br intersection A, numerator part can be written as the probability Br multiplied by probability A conditional Br. So that Br probability get cancelled and we get probability Br intersection A. This is divided by same thing here, probability I from 1 to k probability Bi intersection section A can be written as probability Pi multiplied by probability of A conditional Pi. So this is the probability of some event Br occurs when A has already occurred. So conditional probability is your Bayes results, in which B1, B2, Bk forms constitutes the partition for sample space yes, and A is some event whose probability is non-zero. That is also important. A is some event whose probability is non-zero, which occurs in the sample space yes. So let us have example on it. Okay, let me write example here. I think there should not be any problem in these two results. Three members. If any problem, you can unmute and talk to me. Three members of private country club. Three members of private country club have been nominated for office president. Office president. The probability that Mr. Adams, the probability that Mr. Adams will be elected तीन people इसं तर ॲडम्स एकाचं नाव आहे, ब्राउन एकाचं आहे आणि मिस कूपर एक आहे. The probability that Mr. Adams will be elected is 0.5, and the probability that Adams elected is 0.3. Alex elected is 0.3. Then the probability that Mr. Brown will be elected is 0.5. He has more chances to have president. And the probability that Miss Cooper and the probability that Mrs. Cooper will be elected is 0.2. Okay, you can easily observe that the sum of these three, if you call event B1 as Mr. Adam will be elected, event B2 as Mr. Brown will be elected, and event B3 as Ms. Cooper will be elected as a president. And the B1, B2, B3, now the election of these three persons is mutually exclusive easily. So that will constitute the partitions, because sum of these three forms 1, 0.3 plus 0.5 plus 0.2 gives 1. So that means three events B1, B2 named by these persons elected, Adams, Browns, and Ms. Cooper respectively. That three events will constitute the partitions. Now, the next thing is given that the probability for increase in membership fees. This will be your event here. The probability for increase in membership fees is 0.8. Okay, so this will be your event A. The membership fees are increased, that will be your event A. So nextly, now we'll write conditional probability. Should Mr. Brown should Mr. Brown or Ms. Cooper be elected? The corresponding probability for the increase in fees. The corresponding probability for increase in fees are 0.1 and 0.4 respectively. What is the probability that there will be increase in membership fees? Okay. The probability of A is the find. What is probability that there will be increase in membership fees? Okay. While writing example something, this 0.8, here I should write something, that one part. See here the probability for increasing membership fee is 0.8, but this is for Brown, Cooper, and who is the third person? Mr. Adams. So should Mr. Adams be elected? I should write here. Should Mr. Adams elected, the probability that increase in membership fee is 0.8. So that I should write. Okay, I will read the problem again and denote that. 3 members of private country club have been nominated for the office president. So the whoever constitutes the partitions, I will call it as B1, B2, B3. So B1 will be the Mr. Adams is elected. Mr. Adams is elected. B2, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown is elected. And B3, Mrs. Cooper is elected for the president. Now what we have asked, find the probability that there will be increase in membership fees. So let us just denote A by membership fees are increase. Membership, I should write correct spell. Membership fees are increase. Membership fees are increase. Now what next part is given? Now see, I should draw the T diagram for it. So firstly, the who constitute partitions, you write their probability. The point 3 is the probability for B1. This is 0.5 is the probability of B3, and B3 has probability 0.2. So sum of this should be whoever forms constitutes the partitions, sum of it should be 1. So B1, B2, B3 union is yes, and they are disjoints. Next thing I will read, should Mr. Adams be elected? Mr. Adams elected हे दिलेलं आहे, the probability of increase in fees. So Mr. Adams elected. So B1 probability of B1, that is Mr. Adam is elected, but when the membership fees increase, so this probability is given. So what is that probability? It is 0.8. Next, should Mr. Cooper or Brown असं म्हटलं, Mr. Brown or Miss Cooper असं म्हटलं, the probability of B2, that is probability of election of Mr. Brown when membership fees increase, that is given, it is 0.1. And next, Miss Cooper is elected. Mr. Cooper is elected when membership fees is increased, it is given to be 0.4. Okay. Now we want to find the probability for A. How one can find probability of A? It is the probability of B1 intersection A plus probability of B2 intersection A plus probability of B3 intersection A. by the total rule of elimination you are writing this. The probability of B1 intersection A का असेल probability of B1 multiplied by probability of B1 conditional A plus probability of B2 multiplied by probability B2 conditional A plus probability of B3 multiplied by probability of B3 conditional A. Now just you are doing the product of these two. You are doing the product of these two. So what is probability of B1? Probability of B1 is 0.3 and probability of B1. Okay, the notations I have written correctly, that we have to see. Theorem आपण correct लिहिला का पहा. Theorem मध्ये पहा आपल्याला आता हे A cancel व्हायला पाहिजे. तर I should write A conditional B1, A conditional B2 and A conditional B3. So for this, so whatever you have written, what is the meaning of it? I should read again. The statement is that should Mr. Adams be elected, म्हणजे Mr. Adams हा elect झालाय, probability for increase in membership fees, so A conditional B1 should be there. The Mr. Adams is elected is given, we want to find the probability for membership fees increase. Mr. Brown is elected, we want to find probability for increase in membership fees when Mr. Brown is elected. And Miss Cooper is elected, find the probability for membership fees increase. So these three things are given. So be careful while reading all these things. So 0.3 multiplied by 0.8, then next 0.5 multiplied by 0.1 plus 0.2 multiplied by 0.4. So you get answer this as 0.08. No, not 0.08. The first is 0.24, second is 0.05, and third is 0.08. Okay, and the summation is 0.37. The probability of membership fee increase is 0.37. Membership fee increase होण्याची probability ही आहे, आणि याच्यातच आणखी आपल्याला पार्ट बी ह्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये काढायचा आहे. It is asked that what is the probability that Miss Cooper was elected. Miss Cooper साठी आपण B3 म्हटल्या. What is the probability that Miss Cooper was elected when the membership fee is increased? What is the probability that Miss Cooper was elected when membership fee is increased? Membership fee is already increased. With reference to our example, if someone is considering joining the club but delays his or her decision for several weeks, only find out that fees have been increased. So fees have been increased, it is given, find the probability that Miss Cooper is elected. So by Bayes theorem, you can calculate it using this. The probability of B3 multiplied by probability A conditional B3. And the earlier you have calculated probability of A. This is probability B3 intersection A, and for B3 intersection you have written this. The probability A is 0.37 that have been calculated just now, and the probability B3 is 0.2 and A conditional B3 is 0. So it is 0.08 divided by 0.37. After calculation it comes to 8/37. One can also calculate probability for B2 given A. One can also calculate probability for B1 given A. That's it. Okay, let us have some exercise example. Police plan to enforce speed limits. So police plans to enforce speed limits by using radar traps. At 4 different locations. At 4 different locations within city limits. Within city limits, the radar L1 traps at each of the locations. The radar traps at each of the locations. The radar traps at each of the locations L1, L2, L3, L4. जो काय रडार आहे तो चार लोकेशन ट्रॅप करतो. Are operated. So 40% means out of 1 it is 0.4. Next is 30%, that is 0.3. Next is 20%, that is 0.2, and and 30% last. So you can this sum of the 100% means this L1 radar traps at each locations. The probability of radar traps at location L1 is 0.4. The probability that radar traps at location L2 is 0.3. And if you see the sum of all these constitutes 1. So definitely this will forms the partition of the sample space. Okay, this is of the particular time. If the person who is speeding on his way, next part, if the person who is speeding on his way to work, has probabilities of 0.2, 0.1, 0.5 and 0.2 respectively. Okay, this will also constitutes 1. We have to decide who forms a partition. Respectively of passing through these locations. Passing through these locations. What is the probability that he will receive speeding ticket? What is probability that he will receive speeding ticket? तो दंड लागेल त्याला याची probability काय? तर याला आपण A म्हणून टाकू लगेच. जो कोण पर्सन आहे, the person receives speeding ticket. So tell me what should be B1, what should be B2, what should be B3, and what should be B4. In the both constitute the partition for that. So I've read the problem. Police plan to enforce speed limits by using radar traps at 4 different locations within the speed limits. The radar traps at each locations L1, L2, L3, L4 are operated. The radar traps operated at location 1, we can call it as P1. The radar traps operated in location 2, you can call it as B2, and so on. Radar traps operated at location 4, it is given that 0.3. And if the person who is speeding on his way, the person is speeding already, receiving ticket, my person is speeding on his way to work, has the probability this given. So anyone can unmute and tell me what is B1, B2, B3, B4, and what should I take the conditional probability? Read problem carefully. If a person who is speeding on his way, so that he is getting the chances of receiving ticket. The person receiving the tickets at location L1, at location L2, at location L3, and at location L4 it is given. So the B1 I should denote it as the radar traps at each location. The radar traps at each locations. Location L1 साठी म्हणून आपण त्याला radar traps at location L2, radar traps at location L3, and radar traps at location L4. So probability of B1 is 40%. I should say 0.4. The probability of B2 is 30%, so I should say 0.3. The probability of B3 is 20%, I should say 0.2. Just divide by 100, and the probability of B4, I should say it is 30%, means 0.3. Out of 1 you are calculating 100 out of it is given 40, 30, 23. So out of 1 this much is the contribution. So next part is given that the person who is speeding on his way, the person who is speeding on his way to work has probability 0.2, 0.1, 0.5 and 0.2 respectively. So what should be given here? The probability of the person speeding means he may receive speeding tickets. The person speeding at location L1, it is given. The probability is 0.2. Probability of A conditional B2 is 0.1. Probability of A conditional B3 at third location he receives speed ticket, its probability is 0.5. The person is going to his work and he received the speeding tickets at his location. The probability of A when given 4 locations, fourth location it is 0.2. This also sum up to 5, but it will not constitute the partitions. Okay. Now draw the tree diagram easily for the B1, for B2, for B3 and B4. The next given things. And we want to do the product of these two and sum. So for location L1, it is 0.4. For location L2, it is 0.3. For location L3, it is 0.2. And again 0.3. Next, it is 0.2, 0.1, 0.5 and 0.2. And we want to find for probability of A. We want to find everybody receives a speeding ticket at each locations. We want to find probability for A. So what is the probability for A? Probability for A is 0.4 multiplied by 0.2 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.1 plus 0.2 multiplied by 0.5 plus 0.3 multiplied by 0.2. Just sum of these. So it is 0.08, 0.03, 0.1 and 0.06. Just sum up and find the total. 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus this 1, 0. It gives 2, 1, 2, 1. It is 0.27. So just check whether it is correct. If you are to receive speeding ticket at location 1, then probability B3 conditional A, the Bayes theorem can be applied. Here, the rule of elimination is applied. So it may ask with the reference of exercise 2, the person receives speeding ticket. The person receives speeding tickets already received. The person receives speeding ticket already received. On his the way of work, what is the probability that he passed through location 2, L2? So this much you can calculate. So 0.27 is already known to you. This is probability of B2 multiplied by probability A conditional B2. So the answer of this is at the location 2, you have calculated it as 0.03 upon 0.7, so 3 by 27. That is the next question of the same question. In the same questions, it is asked that a person received a speeding ticket on his way to work. So person receives speeding ticket, that is A is given. What is the probability that he passes through the second location? So for second location, you have mentioned it as B2 for the second location. So 0.27 is the total probability rule that already calculated, and this has been the sum of the second location, the product of second location, that is 0.03. So 3 by 27 or 1 upon 9 is the answer. You can check answer. And we'll have another example of this in tomorrow's lecture, which will conclude the unit 1. याच्यामध्ये काही अडचण असेल तर अनम्यूट करून विचारा. Yes. Any difficulty? We'll see more examples.